Yeah.
All good, Alroy.
What's up, Alu?
I still can't hear yours.
Come on.
Okay. Got it.
Ani will be here in a moment now.
Check any.
And we shall go good. Sandeep, I'm good. Thanks, bro. I'll try to answer questions that are there on the screen. We're just waiting for Arnold to come online now. Almost there. Yo, Ani.
Hi, Mel.
Hello. Hey, Sanj. All good, Sandeep. Brian, we can't see you. All right, Ru.
What's up, Errol?
Ani, accept the invite.
Hi, Vian.
Ani, send the invite again. Or I'm sending you one. Okay. Finally. So guys, whoever's online, I've got two amazing speakers with me. This is Brian Rupp right behind me. He's got my back, and that's Ani. He's got my front. Hello, everybody. It's gonna be difficult to read the questions that will come online on Instagram, but we'll try to answer as much as possible. All right? We good to go, boys?
Let's go.
No? Okay, fuck it. All right, so people, we've got a hell lot of questions, and I don't think this 1 hour will do justice for it. So for the ones we won't be able to answer this time, we'll make sure that we'll have another session very soon. Oh yeah, Brian will message you the answers. And we'll see, we'll have another session Saturday or Sunday. So everybody can hear us loud and clear?
Yeah.
Quick yes.
Yeah, we can. Can you all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you as well. Okay. All right. So let's start with the first question. One of the first questions that came through was, what goes through a man's head when a woman asks, am I looking fat in this dress? I think the same thing that goes in the mind of a bomb diffuser when he's with the red wire and yellow wire, and shall I cut the red wire, shall I cut the white wire? There's no right answer for it. There's a yes or a no. No answer is right for the woman. So I think there's a white wire hidden somewhere or green wire hidden somewhere which a man doesn't know. And if the question is, do I look fat in this dress? Maybe the answer should be, you look fat in all dresses. And but the curves that matter and not the bones.
Very true.
Is that true, boys?
Extremely. Brian is an ass man, no?
Okay, so the next question that has come on is, why do married men cheat?
I think because single men can't.
Yeah, maybe because single men can't. And so I think all men cheat. Some cheat in their thoughts when they're looking at some goodies. Some cheat online. and some cheat in real life. And I think largely it's got nothing to do with the woman in their life. Look at so many celebrities who have
Tiger
probably the
Woods.
hottest women, or loads of them, and so it's got nothing to do with the women. And I think also there's a kind of a sexual monotony that sets in after marriage, and so you got to break that monotony. Probably get a pole and dance for him, or make him dance for you, or finger his bum or something, or whatever works, and just make it happen.
Dance
Yeah.
on his pole.
Sorry.
Or dance on his pole.
Yeah, you could.
But
dance on his pole.
honestly, I think, like the humor aside, I think with this question, I think gone are the days where you think that it's the men or only the men that cheat. I think I know a lot of women who do. It's just that women are better at keeping secrets. Men are idiots. They just get caught. So, so I think that's why the statistics are a little higher.
Yeah, for the ones who speak and for the ones who don't. Absolutely. Yeah. Okay, so we have another question. What are the top tips for a good blowjob?
First tip, don't blow.
So I think your question has the answer. The top tips is the tip that tops it all. So there's a lot going on over there, and this is one question that we'll not answer online because theory doesn't do justice. We have a good Samaritan. So what I recommend, Brian, is that you should start classes. We'll do he'll do practical training. We'll call it Sakubai Academy or something of that sort. And
Rub with rub.
I think, huh?
Rub with rub.
Yeah, rub with rub.
Rub with rub.
And so come one, come all, and whatever. I'm sure he'll come. But if you're interested, then he's the man to connect with. Yeah. Ani, you have anything to say?
What tips for a good blowjob? Now, if I answer that question, this will raise a lot of questions towards me.
Okay. So we'll leave it at that. We'll let Brian.
We'll leave
handle the practical-
we'll leave it to Brian.
Yeah.
Sup, Darren?
All right. We ready for the next question?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. Why do men think that they are everything, including their brains, guts, glory, are situated right in their crotch? What is it about men and their freaking dicks? Okay, then. All right. We have a badass over here. So I think it's about men, and they're trying to show off, and they let their dick speak, or they try to get a one up above women, but little do they know that to reach that level of intellect of women, it's very difficult for men. So they try to play around with their polys instead of anything else, instead of their brains. Also, I think the heart makes enough blood for either the brain or the poly, and because of gravity, it goes down to the poly. So if you want to ask questions to a man and make him answer correctly, ask him to lie down. So there is equal blood going through everywhere. Isn't that, Ani? What do you think? Rab?
I think
True, very true.
I don't think most men are interested or have most of their interest in their crotch. They actually have it in your crotch. You just don't get it.
Yeah, it's leading there, isn't it? It's leading there. Okay, so what do we have next? What's on a man's mind during an orgasm, both while receiving and giving it? Okay, then. While receiving it, I think it is the joy of the feel and the visual that the man gets. That is it. It's like focus, blinkers on, and we are focused there. So keep the lights on, girls. The men like to watch what is happening. And I think while giving, it has got largely to do with experience. It starts with I hope she likes it. I hope she likes it. And it goes to, I'm sure she loves it. I'm sure she loves it. So that's probably what goes on in a man's mind. I know, too many times I've used this word now. Ani, you have something to say? Right?
No.
No?
What was it? What's in a man's mind when giving and receiving?
Yeah,
Total
yeah,
sense.
giving and
I don't think there's anything in his mind when he's receiving it.
yeah.
I'm sure his mind
that's
is pretty blank. Giving it, I can't really speak for most men, but I think most of the time you're thinking if what you're doing is she actually liking it, or does she want me to know that she likes it? If any man says that they've never had this thought when they go down on a woman, they're lying. I'm sorry. They're pleasers. Somewhere deep inside, we are pleasers.
You bet. Absolutely. Absolutely.
What if she's faking it?
Fake दो उसको. Oh God. All right. So I'm trying to read questions. It's a little difficult. Brian, we are waiting for your answer. Okay, Brian, a lot of people are waiting for your answer. Brian, what?
Especially Jeremy.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Brian, do you have?
Man says something. You know better.
Oh,
Gandhi.
yeah. He knows butter. He knows cheese. Everything he knows. Okay.
House
So,
of
I think
Briganza is saying, he's wondering if these are actually women asking these questions or are men asking these questions.
To be fair and anonymous, all these questions have come from women, and very interesting questions, and a lot of questions. We'll go through them one by one. There are a lot of people who've sent like 7, 8, 10 questions. So we've split up those questions so that we try to capture as many questions by individual and not answer all 7 questions by one individual at the same time. So we just kind of okay. We are getting questions online too. Okay.
Come on,
Anyways,
spill it.
okay.
Spill it.
We'll first try to finish the questions that we have already. Okay. That's done. Okay. So now this question is one question that has been asked by close to about 13 to 14 ladies, and it's an identical question. The sad part about this question is that this problem exists, and men, you need to address it. I'll just read 2 questions out of the 13, 14. They're all identical. Amen. Are men scared when it comes to satisfying women? Do they only care about their final destination, or their frustration of not able to perform well? Similar question. Are men selfish on bed, as in when they are done, they don't bother whether their partner is satisfied or no? It is super sad to know that this one question was asked by so many women. This goes out to all the men out there to bloody pull up your socks or pull up your cocks or however it works, and you need to make sure that it's a two-way traffic. Annie, do you have something to say?
I think whoever shot this question out needs to change or raise their standards in men. Again, you can't really generalize, but yeah, if whoever's asked this question, if you speak to him, like say, I mean, what do you want? Unless he doesn't know, and like don't frame the question by like, what's like, don't beat around the bush. Just say exactly what's in your head so that he knows. Probably he doesn't know that you're not satisfied or.
Yeah, I think to speak more on this question, communication is one of the biggest and the most important things over here. And women, remember, if you don't put out, he may not be getting anywhere else either. And if he's the wham bam, thank you, ma'am, definitely is not getting anywhere else either. So if you need to enjoy, you want your pleasures, you need to make sure that you speak it out, or he doesn't get any if you don't get any. All right. And like Ani said, something that, maybe raise your standards. That is possible in a lot of cases, but may not be possible in cases like a marriage. So it's important that you really speak it out. And men, if you don't flower your pots, somebody else will. So keep that in mind.
Wise words, wise words.
Buckle up. It's a very sad situation. So women, speak it out. If you don't put out, they don't get it. So get it and get it good. Right?
A lot of people are asking Brian to answer. Come on, Brian, you need to speak for the next 5 minutes.
These questions are like for married men and the men who are dating. I'm single. No girl in life want to
Hey, what the
answer.
fuck are you doing here then?
He's reached the ultimate level of consciousness. He's been there, done that many times, and done, and now I shall answer questions.
He's like this wise owl, like on this tree.
Yeah. And it looks like an owl also behind me. Come, sit on my shoulder. Okay. I think we've pulled this question quite a bit, and we've tried to answer in the best possible way. So let's move on. All right. Okay. Why do men just fart anywhere and anytime?
Brian, this is your expertise.
Yeah. Over to you, please.
You want
So those kind of conversations which start with it's just between the two of us. So we men get to hear a lot of such conversations, and we keep it inside of us, and it's so difficult to keep so many secrets inside of us that there has to be some way to let it out, isn't it? What's your Ami? Brian?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking yeah. I know the amount he farts, we can start a band over here, But anyways, Ani, you were saying something?
No, not really. It's sad that these people are meeting men like this. It's like suddenly I feel I need to advocate for the whole gender. Like, who are these people?
Yeah. Well, if that question has got anything to do with men farting inside the house, women, you also should fart inside the house. That's the level of comfort that you need.
Yeah, contribute. Contribution is key.
Right. So there is like a competition, and there are points to be given. Write it down, who won today, and stuff like that. And all. Yeah. That's important. Yeah. Also, I think a lot of men suck in their stomachs when they see women. We don't want one to rip out at that time, isn't it? So it's better we empty the stomach first. So whenever we see some good-looking women and we suck our stomach in, there is no sound effect happening anywhere, right? Okay.
Women do fart.
Yeah, women do fart.
Yeah,
of
but
course.
they give the silent and the
Shocking.
violent.
Okay, so the next question. Can we move to the next question?
Yeah, go on.
All right. Okay. What are the top 3 things a guy tries to get a girl's attention? I think it's a very, very wide question, and there would be different answers for different people based on their intellect and whatever their experience and stuff like that. Ani, you want to add something?
Yeah, every
No.
like every guy has a different opinion about. Like for me, it'll be like ass, and ass. Those 3 things. I mean, what about you?
What does the
I
guy
think
do to get attention? What is asked now in this? What do the guys do to get a girl's attention? Yeah, I know. So I think one of the things that I can think of is he will try to speak of his achievements or
I
Mary
think
Lal.
I think I think every guy kind of has his niche. Like for someone who probably is a gym rat, that's something he showcases. Someone whose forte is humor will try and be the funny guy around you.
Yeah,
Someone probably or like we try to kind of converse with you, see what you are interested in, and then probably on the second date he's Googled the shit out of everything of that topic. So
true, true. Yeah, try
so
to find out what she
it's your
likes.
niche.
Try to bring. True, true, true. Yeah, Addy, you're a gym rat, so we know how you're playing your game. Let me show you my muscles all over my body. Maybe I'll let you flex them as well. Yeah. Brian, are you still stuck on ass or you want to add something?
No, no.
Nothing. Okay. Next question, guys. Why is it called a blow job when you don't really blow but you suck? Oh God, that's a brilliant question, girls. I honestly don't have an answer for this. I don't even know who coined this name. But the women who are doing this literally are the ones whose husbands start getting fat after marriage. It's like filling air in a tire, you know. So be careful. It's sucking, not blowing. Yeah.
I wouldn't know. I've not got any.
Any of you guys know why is it called a blowjob? Honestly, it's a $1 million question. Please type. I'm kind
Yeah,
of reading the comments as
yeah,
well.
we need to do a bit of research on that. Why is it called blowjob? I mean, I can understand blowing your own trumpet and stuff like that and all, but I don't know. Don't know. Okay. So this one we give up. And
Someone said Brian will sing blowjob.
Brian will sing blowjob.
What? Buble job.
Buble job, buble job.
God. Okay. Darren says below the belt is equal to blowjob. Okay, Darren. We see that you aren't getting much in Australia. We feel for you, bro. We feel for you.
Gandhi says
Sandra,
Brian has got it. I don't know what he's talking about.
mind blown. Okay. Okay, so we aren't talking about blowing at all. It is sucking. Period. Don't blow. Men get fat. All right. So, what do you think of female body hair? So, this is another question that quite a few people have asked. About 6, 7 people have asked about hair on women's bodies.
I would say pick up your phone and fucking take an appointment with HR.
Shameless plug-in.
From a man's perspective, or I would speak for most men, not for everybody. But from a man's perspective, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you haven't waxed your hands. It doesn't matter if you've not waxed your legs
Only one place.
or wherever else you've not waxed or stuff like that. So it really doesn't matter as much as you women make a big thing of it. And I think in a lot of ways, the way I see it, in all these things of waxing and eyebrows and blah, blah, upper lips and lower lips and all those things and all, women try and compete with women more than impressing men. Because if you've not done your upper lip or if you've not shaped your eyebrow, it's not a big thing. What do you think, Ani?
I think in general, it's more about grooming and hygiene rather than appearance. And I'm not only saying this like for women, I'm talking about men as well. We need to manscape as well. You can't just expect it uh, from the women and don't present it to them in the way you expect it. Uh, and I know a lot of women who like, okay, let's talk about genders as a whole. You have a lot of women who like men with hairy chests. You like a lot of women who like a clean chest. So I think it depends from, and now this is more about preference, individual preference, rather than like a whole.
Yeah, like a generalized thing. It's a very
Yeah,
individual preference.
yeah.
Mr. Braganza, we have an answer from him for the blowjob. A blowjob is called a blowjob because there is blowing involved, not because there's blowing involved, but because people usually make a blowing face when they are doing the act. Okay, point taken. That's a good answer too. Fabulous. Yeah. There is more to it, but I can't read. Okay. Anyways, super duper, super duper. Right, Ani, I agree with you. I think it's a very, very personal and differs from man to man, and of course, hygiene is involved in the entire thing, and that's one of the most important things to do. So, right, let's move on to the next question. Then, Brian, you have anything to add?
I said no call.
One second. Is it ever platonic for men? Just check that dictionary, Brian. I need to understand what that word is. Platonic? No way. I don't think it's ever platonic for me. And there might be there might be someone who's like a super best friend, guy best friend, and stuff like that, and might support you and all those things and all. But you give him a chance, and he will mount you. So I don't think it's platonic. Some people will disagree with me, or some men will disagree with me. But when you're in trouble or you have boyfriend issues or whatever, and you go to your guy friend who lends a shoulder, always remember one thing: a shoulder to lean on is always a cock to ride on. Okay, so there's
This is
nothing
some deep
platonic.
lines, huh? Today I need to write these down. Take notes, children. Take notes.
Yeah.
Craig is saying, I think we are platonic. Yeah, I completely agree. Yeah. So I don't think there's, any kind of a relationship or a guy from his perspective, no matter what it is, at some point in time, he will imagine you naked. That's gonna happen. That's a fact of life. So no matter what the boys tell you that, oh no, I have never thought of you this way. LKB, if you understand. So it's all ball and rice together. Okay, right. Ani, anything you want to add to this?
A question to this question is, have you all ever had like a woman in your life that just to like extend this argument, that you could never look at them in a sexual way? Like, probably, I'm not saying that it would never happen in the future. Say this one time when all the stars align, things happen. But in general terms, would you have a friend who you would never look at? It just doesn't cross it. Like, it's not a thought that crosses your mind. Does that ever happen?
To be fair, yes, that would have happened a few times here and there. But if you
Yeah.
like to generalize that,
Yeah. And as I said, like, given the moment, I'm sure at the end of it, if she puts out, he'll take it. As the beggars can't be choosers.
you may not have, even an iota of thought that, okay, I'm going to do her or I want to do her or anything of that sort.
Yeah.
She throws the line, hook, line, and sinker.
He'll take it. Yeah.
There's nothing that.
Y'all remember this Veerdas's stand-up? He had mentioned this, that how we are always the the reachers and the women are the settlers. Because like whenever women, you remember the stand-up, right? He says whenever, like when society says women are, she's asking for it, she's asking for it. But when men, we always hope to get some.
True. That's a big fact. Like, say for example, any woman decides that tonight I want to get laid, she can choose from the number of men that would be ready to, have sex with her. But it's not the same with men. If he decides to get laid, that I am going to get laid tonight, more often than not, it's with his rosy palm and his 5 daughters.
That sounded so wrong for like half a second.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, 5. Okay, no, all right. Okay, we are not getting there now.
Swiftly moving forward.
Swiftly moving forward. What does a man think when he is about to go down on a woman and sees a full growth down there?
I would try on the wig first.
Okay, Brian said he's going to try on the wig. Oh God. Okay. Again, I think it's a very, very, a question that would differ from men to men, and a preference that would differ from men to men.
Someone said, "Where is my lawnmower?"
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So I think for the guys who love going down, one of the things that I would say is that most of your sweet spots don't grow here. So it's all in fun. And men love a treasure hunt, isn't it? So it's good to go find the treasure. And I think so. The favorite song for men who love to go down would be "Hairy or Not, Here I Come."
You think she'd be upset if, like, as you're going down and you suddenly see a bush and you reach out for your phone and open Google Maps?
Which bush are you talking about, George? The bush. Oh, yeah. So I think maybe a lot of men may not mind, the ones who love going down. But yes, when it's clean, there is more surface area to play around with, and maybe it's more fun. Yeah. Brian, why are you wiping your face and all this? Brian
But
is
okay,
salivating.
forget about generic terms. What would you boys prefer? You boys would prefer a clean pitch, or you all don't mind it?
Hairy or not, here I come. Brian?
I would like the pitch clean. The ball will bounce better.
Yeah, so Brian would like the pitch clean. Okay, so yeah, like we said that it could be. What do you think, Ani? What would you prefer?
For me, I have not a phobia, but I don't really like hair all that much. So
No?
I'd prefer a clean pitch as well, definitely.
So
Moses is coming.
So, Tiger Shroff over Anil Kapoor.
Exactly.
So I think talking of, you use the word phobia, and there's one thing that came to my mind too. One question that was asked previously about why married men cheat. I think a lot of married men suffer from that phobia. You know what it's called? The vagina phobia. So, so that's one thing that they're scared of.
Hashtag Russell Peters.
Yeah, I know. Hold on. Okay, so I think we can move on to the next question. Chauvinists often believe a woman.
Yeah, clean like my head, Anna.
Yeah, I know. That's right, Anna. Okay. Are we missing out on some good chats? I don't know.
I've been reading.
Yeah, I know I can hardly read. Okay. One Jana. Okay.
Some crazy
So the next
analogies are
question.
there.
Huh?
Boys, if there's grass on the wicket, you can still play cricket.
Who said that?
I don't know, I've just lost it. Rafael sometime?
Oh,
Yeah.
Mr. Cably. Good to have you here, bro.
I like that.
Yeah, I know. Absolutely. Perfect. Perfect. Umesh says, Jason, you need to only worry about your beard not getting tangled up. Okay. Quite possible, but I make sure I do it good.
I just imagine after you're done, like as you're coming out, there's Velcro sound.
Oh, God. Yeah. So, moving to the next question. Chauvinists often believe a woman is less worthy, no doubt what they achieve. Do you think it's because of their controlling nature or their way of punishing women because they challenge men? So, now again, this kind of a question, similar kind of questions from different people. What I would like to tell you ladies out there is, you may be called the weaker sex, but the man has coined this word because actually they are the weaker sex. If you put your foot down to do anything in this fucking world, you can beat a man hands down, except the physical aspect of it. But even the physical aspect in wrestling and all, there's a lot of things happening there. But in general life, if you put your mind to it, you can, drop a man hands down. And that is one of the fears that men have in a lot of ways. And that's why they try to overpower the women's mind to kind of subdue them. And, try to show that they're lesser than the men. But I don't even fucking think 1 ounce of it is true. The world operates around the strength of women. And a lot of things that men also do is for the women. So you are the stronger sex. We are the weaker ones. What do you say, boys?
Jason for president.
I don't want to be president of India and stay. Brian?
Brian, say something, please. I'm giving up on you.
Yeah, I know. He's already sitting there and I don't know what he's doing. Okay.
But whoever's asked this question, at the start of the question, she or he, I don't know, I'm guessing it's a she, has recognized that this person is a male chauvinist. And if you've recognized that a person is a male chauvinist, I don't think you need to think much about them in the first place. Because if you're actually surrounded by real men or men who actually value you and respect you, you've recognized him as a male chauvinist. So you should just not associate yourself with men like that in the first place.
Absolutely. Most of these men are losers in real life. Nothing to gain from that. Nothing to win from that.
Insecurity comes from a very source of insecurity.
True, very true. Okay. The next question is, what is it like to have a penis? But the question needs to be asked to the women, actually. You need to tell us, what is it like to have a penis? Because you're the ones getting it. Oh, God. Okay, so what is it to have a penis? Whee! Go dancing after the car and... I don't know, a toy forever.
You can piss anywhere.
Yeah, you can piss anywhere. Toy forever. It's brand new to start off with and then it wears off. and becomes an old.
You sleep in a
Uh,
bed sheet, you get up in a tent.
True that. True that. Oh God. Yeah. I mean, it's good to have a penis.
Yeah, you can aim where you're being.
I think that's one of the
Yeah.
biggest plus points. There's nothing else. You can just aim where you're peeing, or you can like go wherever you want to go. Sadly, for society,
I
but
was reading an article about a common one of the problems in one. I can't remember the name of the bar in the UK or whatever. But they have common toilets. They don't have a separate ladies and a men's toilet or whatever.
the
So
co-ed toilet.
most of the women customers used to complain would be pee around the toilet seat, or even if the toilet seat is up, they would be pee around it. So one brilliant thing whoever thought of it did was they put a sticker of a fly somewhere close to the water in the commode, and most men, or maybe 99% of the men, started aiming at trying to kill the fly, and in doing so, would pee inside the pot in the perfect way. So I think that's fucking brilliant.
Nigel says
Uh,
that's a hard question.
Now, when it is hard, Nigel, you can't aim. So
Yeah.
let's forget about that. Then it's going all over, So let's forget about that. Down, boy, down, boy.
It's perpendicular peeing then.
Yeah, I know. All right. Okay. Frank has something to say. It's actually an issue, guys. Females can easily know when a guy is turned on. We can't know unless we have used the finger to do research. Okay, so it's a giveaway for guys. Yeah, that's a sad part. So there's no way that we can hide our feelings. Yeah. So that's a difficult one. Okay. Ari, is there anything that you want to add on this?
No, thank you.
Okay, the next question is 69 overrated? Of course it is overrated. I mean,
Unless
why?
you're in a rush.
Yeah, I mean, if you're in a rush and maybe her husband's coming back soon and, so something of that sort. But otherwise, I think 69 is extremely overrated because just imagine you're going down on her and you're doing a fabulous job. How can she focus? And your poly will be in her mouth like a thermometer, So it doesn't make sense. So, why do you want the thermometer in a mouth? So, go down one after the other, give each of them time, let both of them enjoy, and both of you enjoy. And, I think 69 is overrated. What do you think, Ani?
Definitely. I mean, why? I think the whole purpose of 69s, I think, came across is when your roommate is about to come back into your dorm or something back in college or things like that. When you have time on, you don't have time on your hands. But I think once you actually have, why would you want to do two things at one time when you can like just take your time?
True. What is it?
Someone says it could be a race.
What kind of a race is that? The woman is
This
smoking
is
a cigar and
if
you're
you're
an ashtray.
if you're a guy, whoever said that, at this race, please don't come first.
Anna saying, all with high fever now, new thermometer available. Yeah, I know. True that. Yeah, Ani was saying something.
No, I was just reading through the comments.
Who says Errol?
Errol says it's crazy fun. Errol, we know you're in Uttan and you have a lot of fish over there. And I know the kind of fun that you're having. So, paplet. Oh God. Yeah. Mel, we need to know what kind of a thermometer Anna is using. That's true. Thermometer. All right. Okay, let's move on to the next question. What's on a man's mind when a married woman wants to be just friends with her long lost, now found school friend? Oh my God.
This is a very specific question.
Uh,
Comes from a very emotional
deep.
spot.
I think you have something on your mind, my dear lady, for asking such a deep question. So, so I'm sure. I don't know if there's anything on his mind. He's just met another schoolmate, a school reunion, or whatever kind of a thing. But this
Wait, what the
answer
question
cannot be
is?
generic.
Wait, what the question is that what is on his mind if she's married, I'm guessing, and she just wants to be friends with him.
Just friends.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm guessing, yeah, cool. Like, I
Right.
don't see what should be on his mind.
Craig is saying feels like a Mumbai Mirror mid-page question. Let's not get into mid-page questions on Mumbai
Page
Mirror. I
32.
just this expert. Hmm. Yeah.
Valley says, I'm sure this person is just asking for a friend.
Good one, Valley.
Please add.
Yeah. Ever since this lockdown, Valley's sense of humor has just quadrupled and just gotten higher and higher. I don't know what's he on or who's he on.
Valley, whoever you're hanging out with, please continue.
Yeah, whoever's playing with your thermometer, Valley, keep it up. Okay, the next question. Ooh, this is a deep one. What's on a man's mind when his wife says you love your mother more, or
Oh,
your mother says vice versa? Ooh,
It's a married man
we
question.
have another bad one over here.
this is thin ice, thin ice.
Yeah, and very, very thin ice. I think the poor man gets sandwiched between the two women. And I think the smarter of the lot will make sure that he doesn't bring one above the other or just doesn't try to compare one to the other, because they both are individuals. They both have importance in his life. And for both the women, that man is important in their lives. So I don't see a reason why there should be a power play between the two women and the men get sandwiched. And I think, more often than not, when something like this happens, the first thing that comes on a man's mind is, So that's one of the thoughts that I have. What do you say, Ani?
Grenville says marriage coach says choose wife. Grenville, you passed. I think this whole problem.
Gets thrown into the oven.
I hope Ashley is watching. No, but in seriousness, I think this whole problem has been there. I think right from the start of marriage. Can't say time, but right from the start of marriage, because there's this strong woman. Yeah, there's this strong woman in your life who's always been the pinnacle right until a time where this new person just enters, and obviously she feels threatened. And I think it's common everywhere. What I've seen for the men out there, married men going through this problem, I think what works like a charm is you become.
Yeah, that's good. Well played. Well played. Yeah.
Checkmate.
I know. Checkmate. Good stuff. Yeah, Joe, it's a good thing that there's no internet in Manori. Otherwise, Ashley would be bringing the ash out of us. No, there is internet in Manori. Oh God. That was a deep question. Okay, how much time do we have? Oh, guys, we don't have a lot of time. So what we are going to do is we'll take on one more question, and we're going to do another round probably in the next 3-4 days. Yeah. So what's the next question?
Melissa saying that's my husband, guys.
Okay. Next question is, why do men need to scratch their balls so regularly, like as if it is a ritual?
Because every time they scratch, it says try again.
Somebody told us that there's a scratch card over there and you'll get you'll win awards, whatever. Like.
Family jewels.
Yeah, see, family jewels. They're called family jewels, guys. And we just need to make sure that they're, isn't it? So that's why we keep on checking if they're there.
Yeah, it's not scratching, you're just checking.
Checking. Not scratching, it is checking.
Checking on Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Yeah, I know. And plus, Thanos is around everywhere and all those things and all. We don't want our stones going gaib, isn't it?
But
So,
again, I think this boils down to the question of manscaping. This whole,
that was the point.
yeah.
5 more minutes. I think we can take one more question. Go on, Ani.
Yeah, I think we can take 2 more questions. We have time because we started a little late.
Okay. But we will have another round and we'll take on more questions. There are lots of questions that have gone unanswered. So Priya says, put Ijgar then. Okay. Guys keep polishing the family jewels too much. Okay, Anna. All right. Malish. No malish. Okay. What is it about men and big boobs? And they think we don't notice them looking at our titties. But we have already seen the glint in their sly-looking eyes before they look at our faces. That was a big question. Answer in brief. Give me your clothes. Answer in brief.
Gentlemen.
Okay, that was a big question and a long question. Big boobs.
Big boobs also.
And big boobs also, yeah. I think one of the things that I don't know how many men will agree with me, but a lot of men are ass men more than boob men. And because you all don't have eyes on the back of your head, you don't realize how much we check out your asses, much more than we check out your boobs. That's what I would think. I don't know,
Amen.
boys, what do you all agree with me or disagree with me?
I don't like to distinguish. I don't like to differentiate. Ass and boobs are both equally important.
I don't like to distinguish you like the it's like the LHS needs to equal to the RHS. Yeah.
Then will also say ass.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's a question to the women probably who are watching. When I say this, I don't mean in a very lecturous way, like someone who's ogling. But if you do catch a guy in the act of just looking at you and going like, okay, wow, are you a little flattered or you just take offense to that completely? Any women? What do you all think?
They're not answering, but they can't answer, but maybe they'll send us the answers. But I don't see a reason why. I don't see a reason why women should get offended because it's appreciating, isn't it? And big boobs. I think there's one thing that has just come to my mind. I don't know how far it is true. I'm just trying to make up some shit. When we are children, when we are kids, when we are toddlers, the boob is the first toy that we have and our first food making manufacturing machine, and that's the thing that we're obsessed with. And we've got small palms and we're holding a big boob no matter how big it is at that time. And today we try to compare our palms with the boob size as well. And maybe that's probably the obsession with big boobs. But at the end of the day, women try to understand one thing, that for men, boobs are like beer. Men might have various preferences. I like Carlsberg, I like Heineken, blah, 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 and all those things and all. But at the end of the day, they will take what they get as long as it is not flat. Just like a beer.
A lot of women are actually saying they are a bit flattered.
Right on. So
and I think one person says very rightly, depends who's ogling at
the
it.
The guys that we are crushing on, okay, they would love it. Okay.
Yeah, this then goes down to the whole question of what was that movie?
Okay, I
50
think
Shades, 50 Shades of Grey.
okay, out on the chats over here. Correct. All right, Brian's taking a leave right away. Thank you so much, Brian. It was fun, and we'll have another one very soon.
I'll go to
There's
the
lots of
one.
questions left. Yeah, yeah. Anna says only if boobs were dispensing beer. Oh my God, that would be like finish. End of
Wouldn't
it
that
all.
be the day?
I know it's it's even better than Babu Rao saying, "अरे नल से beer आएगा या दारू आएगा?" Like इधर से आएगा दारू और क्या चाहिए, like you know.
A lot of women says that it depends on who's ogling. So it's like in 50 Shades of Grey, if the man looked like some Raju from the market, that movie would suddenly be a movie about sex offenders. But
True,
just
very
because the
true.
man is
Very
good looking.
Now that's not being fair, women. If a man's looking at you, no matter how good looking he is or how bad looking it is or whatever, just be happy and feel good about it. You know. Okay. Do we have time for another question, Ani? What do you think?
Let's slip in one more. Said no man ever.
Okay, let's get another one. What does a man think when he's doing someone and that person doesn't moan? Okay. I'm not so much into necrophilia and stuff like that, and so I can't really answer this question because why isn't she moaning? Moan rat rakha hai kya bhai? So no, I mean, well, if any one of them isn't moaning or if any one of them isn't, is doing it like an act, kick that person out. You know,
I think it's just again in a very weird sense. It's not only mourning, but I think it's more of a verbal. What's the word I'm looking for?
a verbal nod or something that she
Yeah,
enjoys.
yeah, like
Not doing
that
it
she
right.
or even he, for example, there should be some kind of a verbal notification. Sorry, I'm too much into phones. But
So we've got someone
yeah,
asking,
again,
does
this boils down to a different level of communication. It is a communication at the end of it at that moment.
yeah. And if he's not doing a good job, maybe that's why you're not moaning or you're not reacting to it. So someone asked a question. Okay, that question's gone. Okay. Do men like women who moan? We don't want you to moan for us, and
After we're dead, maybe.
like, someone and you suddenly go, we don't want all these things happening, okay? If that's how I think men would like it, and we don't want any kind of an act